Whenever you work with any JavaScript based framework or library, either it's React.js, Angular, Vue or Node, it's quite common you come across that everyone asks you to install Node.js and NPM and then do the setup. But if you are not familiar or comfortable with this term NPM, then it creates confusion. So to remove that gap, I have created this video so that you are no longer unfamiliar from this term and feel quite comfortable in using that. I will go over the basics of NPM in this video so that you feel comfortable with basic NPM commands and no longer struggle to set up any project that based on NPM. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to do more NPM videos so that I will add additional videos about this subject. So let's quickly see what NPM is. NPM stands for Node Package Manager and it is one of the most used package managers in JavaScript projects. It is built on top of Node and it's so powerful that it is used by almost everyone. It's not that clear, right? Don't worry, I will come back to this definition in some time and by that time this definition will make sense. First, let's understand what problem NPM solved for us and then we will learn about how we can use that. Every project that you work on will have some dependency on another libraries or packages. So here we have two terms that is important to understand, like what is dependency and what do you mean by package. So dependency, as the name suggests, dependency is some third party code that your application depends on. For an example, if you add a payment feature in your application, so for that someone has already created that feature. So you will simply use that in your project. So here that payment package will act like a dependency. And if your project is using that dependency, so first you need to have that package installed in your project. Otherwise, your application will not work. So this is called dependency. Now let's understand what are packages. Code that has been made publicly available is referred to as package. And a package can be as simplest as a single file or it can contain multiple files in it. So a package in general basically helps you in adding functionality in your application. Now let's understand one simple requirement and there we will understand why NPM is important. Suppose you are building a very simple project and jQuery and Bootstrap are two packages which act like a dependency for my project. jQuery is just to perform some basic JavaScript operation and Bootstrap maybe to implement some designing and style for my application. So now without NPM, if I want to use these two packages in my project, what you usually do? You will go to its official website and you download it from there. And similarly for Bootstrap, you will download. So when you will download it, it will give you one folder. That folder you need to copy and you need to paste in your project. So if I have this folder project, here you will create one folder and give it a name of scripts. And inside this you will paste jQuery folder and Bootstrap folder manually. So it looks not a big deal if you have 2 or 3 dependencies. But we all know as project size increase, dependencies on another project will also increase. We might need to add authentication, so we'll need authentication package. For testing, we may need testing packages. And to support some date and time format, we may have some date and time packages. So this list will keep on increasing as the project size or the requirement of the project will grow. Another point here is dependencies that you are using in your project. Internally, those packages will also have dependencies on another project. So in that case, you need to take care about that as well. And every project will have specific version which will be compatible to work on dependent package. So how you will keep them in sync? Any wrong version update to any dependent package can break the complete application. So now rethink. Do you still think handling these things manually is an easy task? No, right? So we can clearly say managing all packages manually and its version is quite impossible for all packages, especially when you have a very huge application. Now, second point, if you need to update any package to latest version, then what you will do? Again, you will go to the official site, you will download the new version, and then again you will copy and paste in the script folder. So it's quite tough to check at one go. Now if someone will ask me, what all packages your applications are using and what are the version of those packages you are currently using. So I will not have that straightforward answer because I don't have anywhere one centralized location where I can say, okay, all these dependencies I'm using in my project and these are the versions. No, so it's very tough. If you have any other team or you have any other project which might need the same dependencies with the same version, how would you share? We can't share the script folder, right? It's quite heavy and it doesn't contain the version. It's just a script that gets downloaded here. So that's another struggle which might come when you work with the team. And sometimes what happens, like we have installed certain package, but later point of time we might don't need that package. So we will remove the code, but it's quite tough to know which package are unused. In the script folder, we are keep on adding those packages which might we are not really using it in the project. Keeping all these points in mind, we can say handling all these things manually, it's not possible. And secondly, do you understand, like it consumes lots of developer time and that will decrease their productivity. We can clearly say that we need someone who can do all these things for us. So there we have lifesaver for every developer, and that is a package manager. So there are various package manager for JavaScript projects, like we have Yarn, we have Bower, we have PNPM, we have NPM. And in this video, we are going to talk about one of the package manager, and that is NPM. So now let's read the definition which I told you in the beginning and see now it will make sense. So as I told you, Node Package Manager or NPM is one of the most used package manager in JavaScript projects, and it is built on top of Node, and it is so powerful that everyone is using that. So now we can clearly say NPM is basically a package manager for your JavaScript projects. So now to maintain dependencies, we are going to handle it with NPM. NPM basically consists of two parts. The first one is the CLI, that is called command line interface tool for publishing or downloading any packages. And second is an online repository that hosts JavaScript packages. So if you see this npmjs.com where all packages are hosted, if anyone wants to publish their package so that they can use by someone else, they can publish their package here. And same for the consumer. If someone wants to use any package, they can download the package from here. So complete documentation is given here. You can also take a look on this documentation if you want to learn in detail. So now we got a very high level understanding like what is NPM. So let's see how we can use it in our project. So first thing, to use NPM, you first need to make sure that NPM is installed in your machine. So how do you check whether NPM is there or not? So as I told you earlier that NPM is built on top of Node. So if you have Node installed, then NPM will also there. So let's check whether you have Node installed or not. So to check that, all you have to do, just open your terminal, and if you are on Windows, you can open your command prompt, and here you just need to check node-v. If this command will return some version, it means Node is installed in your machine. And if it gives you something like that, Node is not recognized as an internal or external command, it means Node is not installed in your machine, right? Let me check that one. So it is returning me version 14, it means Node is installed on my machine. So as I told you, if Node is there, then definitely NPM is also there. So if I say npm-v, this command we use to check which NPM version currently we are using. So NPM version 6 I'm currently using in my machine. So NPM version is 6 is there and Node version 14 is there as of now. So if you are also getting some version at your end, it means Node and NPM is there for you. But if you are getting that error, Node is not recognized as internal or external command, it means you need to install Node first of all on your machine. Only then you can work with NPM. So for that, all you need to do, just go to Node.js. This is the official site for Node.js, and from here you can download this current version or LTS version depending on your OS, right? So once you will install Node.js, then you can again open your command prompt and you can check which version get installed. You have NPM version with you, it means now we are ready to use NPM. So now NPM is installed in our machine. So let's see how we can use basic NPM commands to work with NPM. So to work with NPM, we have to use NPM CLI command. Okay, so we have command for everything. If you want to install a package, for that we have a command. If you want to uninstall a package, for that we do have a command. So every command will start with npm. So for installation, we have to say npm install. To uninstall, we need to say npm uninstall. To initialize the project, we need to say npm init. So this way, we are going to handle the npm using CLI. So now let's talk about the very first command, and that is npm init. See, whenever we work with any project that based on npm, there will always be one file that is called package.json file. So every project that you want to handle with npm will have a package.json file. This file will tell everything which you want to know before working with any project. So it contains information like what's the name of the project, what current version it has, how many release it has been done, all the dependencies that that project is using, and who are the author or contributor for that project. So all the information that basically required whenever you jump to any project, those details you can find easily in this file. So if you check any project, like suppose I talk about this Angular project, so this project also had this package.json file. So with this file, you can easily say like this is a my app project, currently this is the version, and these are the packages that my Angular project is using. So this file plays a very important role. Now, how we can create this file? So for that, we have a command. So the first command is npm init. So to work with npm, we need command prompt, right? So to run any command, I can use this integrated terminal of Visual Studio Code. So as of now, you can see I have an empty folder, nothing inside this. So maybe I want to start any project. So for that, I need to have a package.json file. So to create package.json file, we have a command that is called npm init. When you will run this command, it will create a package.json file for you under this directory structure, and it will ask you certain detail about your project. So if you have those detail while creating this file, you can provide the detail. Otherwise, you can modify it at later stage. So once I hit enter, it will ask me certain question regarding the package.json file, like what will be the package name. So by default, it takes your folder name, but if you want to provide any name, you can give it here as well. So if I say React app version, so as of now, this is the first time I'm working on this project. So this is the version, that is a major version, minor version, and patch version. So let's keep it this way only. So I will simply press enter. Description is, this is a dummy project to explain npm. It will tell another person about your project in more detail. Entry point, what will be the entry point of your application? So let's have it index.js only. Test command, do you have any test command? Git repository, any git repo for this where you maybe you are maintaining this project. So maybe I will provide my git URL for Angular project as of now. Keyword, maybe just few keyword I can give it here. Author, who has created this project. License, and that's it. So if you are okay with these details, you can simply say yes. And even if you are not confident about these details at this point of time, that's perfectly fine. We can modify it later as well. So once this is done, you can see automatically a one file got created here, which has the exact information which I have provided while creating this file. So this is the first command, that is called npm init, that is basically to create this package.json file. Now this file is going to be very important because all the dependencies that I have discussed, those dependencies are going to be tracked in this file, so that it would be very easy for any other person or even for you also to handle like what all dependencies my project are using, which version currently I am using for that dependency, that will also track in this file. So now let's understand how you can install any dependency using npm. So as I told you, for everything we have a command. So here for this also we have command npm install. So if you want to install any package, you just need to say npm install and the package name. By default it install the latest version. If you have specific version of package, then you can provide at, and here you can also provide the version, specific version which you want to install. So this way npm install will work. Now one point before explaining npm install, you need to understand that you can install any package in two ways. You can have a local installation or you can have a global installation. A local installation downloads the package file into your project folder. So that package will be limited only for this project. It would be locally for this project. You may sometime notice that whenever you have any npm based project, you notice that there is one folder, node underscore modules. So this is the folder that holds those downloaded file. As you add more packages to your project, the folder will get heavier. So now we are not going to create any manual folder to copy paste the scripts. Like I told you, we may have to create script folder. No, NPM automatically create one folder, node underscore module, and that folder becomes very heavy as the project size increase. So we never recommend to deploy, or we never recommend to commit this folder to the Git also, because anyhow we have all the detail about the dependencies in this package.json file. So with this file only we can re-download all the packages that I will show you in some time. But this is about the local installation. Now let's talk about global installation. Think of a global installation as if you are downloading the package to your computer, so you can use it outside of your current project. You can globally install a package by using the hyphen flag. Still the syntax will remain same, npm install package, but now you just need to put -g that will represent that this is a global package. So we have so many packages that basically required globally, right? Like we want to install webpack CLI, so that would be installed globally. Like if you want to use TypeScript is also that you will be used globally. You have Node, that is also a global package itself. NPM is also a global package itself. So certain packages we need on a machine level, so those packages we can install globally. So let me show you how we can install package. So if you know like which package you want to install, you just need to say npm install and the package name. So if you want to check that are you using the correct command for that or not, that's why we have this npmjs.org. You can search for any package here and you can read about that package, and you can see how exactly you can install that package as well. So here you can see it will show you like how many versions for this package has been deployed, last when it was published, and what will be the command to install this package. Okay, so all you have to do, just copy this one and you can install, or otherwise you can see I have used the same command. One point, like npm install is a full name, but if you want to use shortcut you can say npm I. npm I is a replacement of npm install. And as soon as you will hit enter, this package will install locally for this project, and that jQuery script will get downloaded inside this project inside a folder that is called node underscore modules. So let's notice this one. As soon as I hit enter, you will notice like one folder get created for you. First, see here, it has installed jQuery and this is the version. And automatically one log file also get created, that is package-log.json, and the main point here is node module. So when you move inside this folder, you can see this jQuery folder also get created inside this. And the amazing part here is when you see your package.json, it also got updated with one object that is called dependencies. So dependencies object basically hold all the package name which your project is using as a dependency. So we are using jQuery, this version inside this project as a dependency. Now if I talk about this log file, so the idea of this file is to keep track of exact version of every package that is installed. Now let's install one more package. Suppose I want to use Bootstrap. So I can say npm install Bootstrap and enter. So it will add Bootstrap also as a dependency, this version, and you can see my dependency object also got updated. And when you see the node module folder, you should have Bootstrap also under this. So this way you can see you don't need to do any manual thing. You don't need to go to the official site, copy paste, download and copy paste into the script folder. Those things will be taken care by npm itself. So this is how you are going to install any local package. And if you want to install any global package, the rule will remain same, npm install your package name and -g. So once you do this, it will install the package globally on a machine level. So that also you can do. So now let's talk more about these dependencies. We have a concept of dev dependencies also. Dev means development dependencies. Sometimes you would like to install a package just for development. Think of a package meant for unit testing. So that unit testing is basically only during for development. That is not required when the code is deployed on production, right? Sometimes we need some minifiers we need transpilers, right? So all these packages are basically required during development. So these packages are not required for the project to run. However, they help the development team get the job done faster. So whenever you run into package that is meant to help the development team, you want to install that package as a dev dependencies. So as I told you, like suppose I want to install any testing packages, I want to download Jasmine, Karma. So those packages will not be a part of dependencies. Those packages should be a part of dev dependencies because those dependencies are supposed to be used only during development. So how you will install any package as a dev dependencies? So to install any package as a dev dependencies, you just need to say npm install the package name and hyphen hyphen save dev. As soon as you run this command, it will install Karma package inside your project but as a dev dependency. So it will create one more object, but this time it will be dev dependencies. So now you can see as soon as this Karma package is installed, automatically it created one dev dependencies object for us and it maintained the entry inside this. So this is how you can install any dev dependencies, and automatically my node folder will also get updated. But you can see it is quite big folder because Karma internally might need so many other packages which you don't need to worry, that will internally handle by your npm. So now when we talk about this package or JSON file, we also have this script. So any script that you are handling inside your project, those scripts you can mention here. If you want to run your test script, your build script, your ES linting script, all those scripts will be a part of this script tag. Just to show you those scripts, you can see this Angular project and here you can see this script tag. So this script tag, you can see there are so many commands. So when you say npm start, internally, npm start command will run ngserve. Ngserve is the Angular server. Similarly, if you want to run any test case, you just need to say npm test and it will run this command. So similarly, if you have any custom requirement or you want to handle the script, that would be come inside this script object. So just to give you a very quick understanding, suppose I have one file here, index.js file, and here I will console.log something like node server is started. So maybe I want to create a script to run this file. So all you need to do, ideally how you will run this file with node, you will say node and the name of your file. So whatever is inside this file, it will console here. So this is the script which I need to run to start my index.js, and maybe from index.js my complete project is right. So now instead of running this script manually, you can create your script inside this one. You can say, you just need to say npm start, but internally npm start will run this command. So if I will clear this out and if I say npm start and hit enter, so it will execute this command internally and console you whatever we have in this file. So this way you can create your own script. So this is about the script tag. Now we have learned how to install any package, but sometimes we need to uninstall a package also. So now you don't need to move to this node module folder and manually delete the file. No, we have command for everything. Like for an example, now I want to uninstall this jQuery. So for that we also have a command. Instead of saying npm install, this time we say npm uninstall and which package you want to uninstall. So if I say enter, so you can see remove one package and you can see here it is no longer here. Let's try to uninstall Karma also. So if I say npm uninstall Karma, so you can see it is also removed. When you move to node module folder, you can see your node module folder will also get updated automatically. We have only one package and that is here. So this way you can even uninstall any package. It's quite easy, right? And it's quite important also that now you can handle your dependencies in a very easy manner. So let me install jQuery again. Now there are so many commands in npm, but I will cover only those commands which is initially required. So let me show you one more thing. For an example, this project I want to push to GitHub, right? So in that case, we never push node module folder because it's quite heavy. So we ignore this file basically and deploy all the other things to the GitHub. So when we don't have this node module folder on GitHub, it means I will have something like this, or maybe accidentally I have deleted this file even on my local machine. So this is the structure now we have. So do you think the project will work? No, because we don't have those scripts which my project is using. So that's the advantage of package.json file, that if you have package.json and you have the dependencies here, you can reinstall it. So maybe you have pushed this project to the GitHub and another team has cloned and downloaded it in their machine. So they will just install it. So how you can reinstall this package? We have npm install command I told you. So you can also run npm install only without any package name. When you say any package name, it will install only this package. But when I say npm I or npm install, so in this case, npm will check your package.json file and look out for the dependencies. Whatever dependencies are mentioned here, it will download those dependencies one by one for you and create a same node module folder. So let's check this one. So you can see here, automatically my node module folder got updated and we have bootstrap and we have jQuery. So these are the very basic command of NPM and a very high level overview of NPM, like why it is required and how it is helpful to set up any project that is based on Node or NPM. So now I hope this concept is clear of using NPM and you now able to understand how to set up NPM and Node and how these packages are managing using this npm command. So we can say that npm is a useful tool that allows the developer to spend more time developing rather than doing this tedious manual effort. We should be grateful for the tools like npm, which automate the numerous duties related to the third-party package manager. And this is all about today. So if you want me to create more videos on npm, let me know in the comment section below. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.